Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa bihi nasta'inu amma ba'd. Prominent president of today's program, highly qualified judges, and you all. Today, I have honor to speak on a very burning topic, that is the Citizenship Amendment Act and our struggle. Dear friends, citizen is defined as a person that enjoys the civil and political rights on the one hand, and on the other hand has some responsibilities for the state. There are three concepts of citizenship that we must understand. Number one is born in the territory of India. Number two, one's parents were born in the territory of India. Number three, one is ordinarily resident in the territory of India. There is no fourth concept on the basis of which citizenship can be granted. Dear friends, let me tell something more. Under Article 11, there is a provision which says that somebody can acquire citizenship or terminate citizenship. That is the Citizenship Act made by the Parliament. The Citizenship Act says if you are born in the territory of India from 26 January 1950 to 1st July 1987, you shall be a citizen of India. If you are born in the territory of India from 1st July 1987 to 2003, when the Citizenship Amendment Act was passed, you shall be a citizen of India if one of your parents is a citizen of India. If you are born after 2004, you shall be a citizen of India if one of your parents is a citizen of India and other is not an illegal migrant. That was the condition in Citizenship Act. The religion was never made basis for citizenship in our constitution. My fellow citizens, the new Citizenship Act 2019 provides citizenship to the religious minorities, namely Hindu, Jain, Buddhist, Sikh, Parsi or Christian except Muslims coming from Afghanistan, Bangladesh or Pakistan before 31st December 2014. We oppose this new Citizenship Amendment Act because it destroyed the basic structure of our constitution. This act selectively gives citizenship to some particular minorities on the basis of religion. This act is against Article 13, 14, 15, 21 or 25 of our constitution. This act is against the very preamble of the constitution of our republic, which talks of liberty, equality, secularism, and prohibits discrimination on the ground of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. It is an assault on our democracy and very foundational values of the Indian Constitution. It fails the legal test, constitutionality test and morality test. It is divisive, exclusionary and discriminatory. It gives a color to the two-nation theory which was rejected by our forefather. It is legally untenable and morally reprehensible. These are the reasons that we strongly oppose this act. My dear brothers, CAA is not only an anti-Muslim, but rather it is anti-poor, anti-minority and anti-Dalit. And my brothers, if we see this law along with the National Register of Citizens, then it becomes disastrous for our nation. In RC will leave around 7 to 8 million people stateless when they will fail the test to prove their citizenship, which would be a nightmare for them. Therefore, we are fighting and struggling against this ideology which wants to marginalize the minority communities in the country and regrets Dalit and millions of poor of the country. We are struggling to revive the ideology of Mahatma Gandhi, who thought about all, served for all, lived for all, and sacrificed his soul for all. We are fighting to reconstruct a nation and a country on the footstep of Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh and Ashfaqullah Khan. We belong to a nation about which Swami Vivekananda proudly said in the Parliament of Religions in 1893 in Chicago, I am proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and refugees of all religions and all nations of the earth. Dear intellectuals, here I want to tell you why the government has brought this law. The government has brought this law because it wants to play a card of divide and rule that British rulers had done for 200 years. It does not want to talk about the poverty of our own country. According to the reports, over 7,000 people die of hunger every day. It does not want to talk about millions of those who don't have their own homes in India. The government does not want to talk about declining GDP, which is the lowest over the last 6 years. The government does not want to talk about unemployment rate, which is the highest in the last 45 years. It wishes to divert people from the core agendas to the communal agendas. And in conclusion, I appeal to the government to repeal this discriminative law because it contradicts even the idea of diversified and pluralistic India. Those who have no idea of India cannot protect the idea of India. Here I wind up my speech, thanking you all great people for paying heed to my words. Jazakumullahu khairan.